Good morning to all of you. Welcome back to the Namaste experience. We could say the village, we could say the community, but no, it is an experience that we are after, and that is it. We're here to have a full-on, complete and total experience of what it means to be free. I'm looking in the back, and it looks like today's lesson is Creation's Freedom Promises My Own. Creation's freedom promises my own. That's a promise that's being made to us. And we receive it gratefully, don't we?
Yes.
Well, there's something else we're going to be grateful for today. We have a special guest, someone that many, if not most of you have met before. Reverend Jim Lee he was our minister of residence here a few months ago, and he's back for a few days, and we're just so grateful to have him. And I asked Jim if he would share with us and open up his heart and let it overflow into this community and beyond. So I'm not going to take up any time at all. I just wanted to welcome everyone and to welcome Reverend Jim. So come on up, brother.
There was a saying that, what did Jesus say when he rolled back the stone and emerged from the tomb? What was the first words that he said? And it was, ta-da! So, ta-da, here I am. I'm back. I was here, I was I was the flavor of the month, I called myself. In June, I said, Namaste got chocolate.
We're tired of vanilla.
Yeah. And it was a great experience. And I absolutely loved it in June. I was here for a whole month. And then I was missing this place significantly while I was in Las Vegas. And the universe works in unusual and strange ways. I had the longing to come back here. And I just happened to be talking to someone, and they said, you know, Reverend Susan Ng Poole, the minister in Las Vegas, Louisville, a former minister, well, she went back to the States to get her car because she moved to Ahihi. But the person that was going to drive her couldn't make it. So she was going to drive from Louisville, Kentucky to here, which is about 34, 35 hours, which is a little challenging. But right now, Reverend Susan just having a challenge with her hearing. It's not like what it used to be. And then she doesn't speak Spanish. And then she's not familiar with driving in Mexico. So the person who says, I don't think that's going to work. And it just so happened that I had just taken 2 weeks. I was getting ready to take 2 weeks off. And so the timing clicked, and I said, I'll do it. Well, Reverend Susan really loved the fact that I was willing to drive here, but I'm really blessed because I get to be here. So evidently there's something that's working. I call it a divine appointment. And so glad to be here with you again. And what am I going to talk about? So James asked me to share. And so I was just thinking, for a long time in my life, I'll get personal with you for a moment. Let's just say, I didn't feel like I belonged anywhere. Felt like an outcast. My family loved me, but I was into this new thought thing, and they said, you're weird. I was at IBM for years, and I really liked it, but I didn't quite fit. And some of my fellow IBM people, they were saying, you're weird. So over and over, I felt like I didn't quite fit. Well, today I'm going to talk about belonging because you all represent what it is to be a community and what really needs to happen on the planet today. This is a microcosm of a macrocosm that's supposed to spread. So today I'm going to be talking about what it is to belong. So, and I'm really blessed as well, because when I went back to Las Vegas, where my church is, and Reverend Sophia was asking me about Ahihik, and I told her, so she came in this month. And so I am here at a great time. Reverend Sophia, where are you? Hey, darling, so glad yeah. So that you're here and everybody's here. And so just take a moment, everybody just take a full deep breath with me and exhale. Ah, that felt good. So the theme that I have is belonging, and Lisa and I collaborated and wrote this about 3 months ago, and I dusted it off and changed a little bit of it so I could feel it could be relevant and pertinent for today. And the reading goes like this. As spiritual beings, our natural inclination is to feel at home within the freedom and the realm of spirit, within a boundless existence outside of space and time. This is our home, and this is our true identity. However, at the same time, we realize inherently that we are assuming a myriad of restrictions coming to Earth, like living within the boundaries of physical bodies and living within a paradigm of opposites and polarities, inside, outside, hot, cold, good, bad. That's this three-dimensional reality that we're living in. It is not a far-fetched idea to assume that these individuated bodies that we have are separate from everybody and separate from every other thing. Also, it is not a far stretch to assume that it is not our real home. Yet, there is a fundamental invitation that underlies our primary purpose for being born, to come to know in our hearts that in spite of appearances, we truly belong here. In spite of the appearances, we belong to one another. In spite of our appearances, love rules this way of being. And so this is directed to the whole Namaste community. Namaste is living within a sacred convergence, a magnetizing of souls from all walks of life, joining with the common purpose of lifting each other into greater love and lifting each other into new awakenings to the oneness of our own divinity. Today, what I'm inviting us to do is to, and we're going to do this in a moment, look to the right and look to the left and welcome the soul family and celebrate the unique way we evolve the expression of love. Together, we are at home here. Together, we are the lap of belonging for the world. And so what I am pointing to is an identity statement that I like for us just to breathe in, and it is this. We are a sacred convergence of love in ecstatic expression. I kind of,
Just say that again.
okay, yes, we are the sacred convergence of love in ecstatic expression. Kind of got that from the co-founder of the Unity movement, was Charles Fillmore, at the age of 92. He said, I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm, and I leap forward to do the things that ought to be done by me. At 92, he was talking about leaping. But in order to do that, there is this unique expression of love that is lifting up. And what I am asserting is that who we are really light beings. And we came here to share the light. And as I was growing through and matriculating through life, because I didn't feel like I belonged, I didn't really share my light because I didn't feel like I belonged here. But now I'm inviting all of us, no matter where we are, to know the truth that we are the light, and each and every one of us are on purpose right here and now with a purpose, and that purpose is to share love and the light. And the beautiful thing is, once you're able to do this in a community, it magnifies. So today I am comfortable in saying, I belong here. I belong on the earth at this time. And because of that, I can relax and let my light shine. But I'm not saying that just for me. I'm inviting each and every one of us to realize you're in the right place at the right time. You're not an accident. You're not a mistake. You weren't born into original sin, and you're not a worthless sinner. Just the opposite. You're the light. And the whole, what came about is just like, if we really know this is our time, this is our place, we belong here now. And this is not a hard work. All we got to do is love. And I get kind of hooked sometimes by life. My thoughts, my emotions kind of take me off center. And there's this old pattern, an old thought will come up, you don't belong, nobody understands you. You've always been weird and you're still just weird, boy. And I listen to that and I'm saying, oh, thank you for reminding me that the opposite is true. Yeah. That was just like a little, wake up. You're here for a purpose. But also, so is everybody else. And our job right here, right now, as light beings, is to let the light shine and let everybody know you belong. I see you. You belong. And the reason that it's really important is, I don't know if you noticed, there's a little darkness going on the planet about now. I just thought, well, maybe it was in my neighborhood, but no, it's not only is the United States, but I would talk to some people from Canada, like this there, but also it's around the whole planet. So that lets me know we're here to let our light shine, and it's needed. Each and every one of us is valuable. And what came to my mind was this. Some of you may have, when I was younger, I used to do these jigsaw puzzles. And sometimes it'd be 1,000, 2,000, or 5,000. And you be put it together and you may miss a piece. It may have gotten lost. And that one piece, you say, oh, it doesn't matter. But no, it's in the sky and all of that. It's a part of the cloud. But the one piece is missing. It just makes it incomplete. That's who we are. It is time, and all we have to do is love. And that's our mission, that's our purpose. And I just feel like each and every one of us is that missing piece. We belong here, now, in this mosaic tapestry of life. And all we have to do is just let our light shine, and we just fit right into the perfect piece that we were designed to be. Is that easy? What I call it is a refocusing of our identity. And it's challenging because in these individuated human bodies, we, and including me, and I'm going to say I, can get hooked and attached to my thoughts, my feelings. I can get even attached to an identity that, I don't know if you all know this, but I'm African American. I know you probably didn't know this, but I am. And I can get attached to that identity, like that's who I am. I have that. But I am saying, let's move beyond the identification with our thoughts, our feelings, and our emotions, and we have them, our sexual orientation, what it is or what it isn't, nationality, we have all of those things, but our true identity, we're light, we're love. And it's time for us to do that. And what I'm feeling is places like Namaste that are on the planet today that's bringing forth this light. And like Barbara Marx Hubbard was indicating in Global Brain, we're going to start attaching. And this vibration, even though sometimes we might feel like, well, I don't know if we belong here and the whole world is going one way. And I love what you did the other day with the sheep. All the sheep seem to be going one way, but there was a black sheep.
We have our black sheep.
Yeah, that's going the other way. And saying, hey, this is a direction and the path for us to go. So if you don't mind, I am inviting us to do this, as I said in the second paragraph here, or the last. So today, take a moment, and also everyone on Zoom, as you all right now, I think you're probably looking at Hollywood Squares, and you definitely can do this. Take a look to the right and to the left. That's it. And as you do, just the fact that you did that with the loving eyes, you have welcomed that individual into a soul family of light. We don't have to do this alone. We belong here and we belong together. Because all of those years, I felt like I was this, I felt like the black sheep going in the wrong direction. Whatever I was doing it. And now I'm realizing, no, I don't have to do it by myself. I got family. I got soul brothers and sisters. And so let's feel into that energy and vibration. And let's move forward in a most positive, authentic direction. Years ago, I used to see some signs, and it would be Uncle Sam. He would be pointing and say, Uncle Sam wants you or needs you. Anybody remember that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I will. Yeah. When I am now saying, the universe says, I need you. I want you. We're going to fight a battle that's not a fight. It's a celebration of love.
Yeah.
So join my army of love where nobody is left out. Everybody's included because we all belong right here, right now. So that's my 2 cents. And I'm going to get a quarter from Vicky and see and see what the beloved Vicky has to say today. So Vicky, are you there? Hopefully you are.
Oh, you know I'm here, Reverend. You know I'm
Oh,
here.
hold on one moment, because we want to hear you.
All right, here I am. Can you hear me? And welcome home. Welcome home. Every one of us, I could feel it, was so excited when James announced you were here and that you were going to be right here speaking with us. So, and what a great description of home, because so for me, home is in our relationship of love. I don't have these mystical experiences of God and divinity and all that, but I know the experience of loving my brother beyond whatever it is we're doing or looking at, of recognizing the spirit in one another. Excuse me. That experience of love that amplifies that light in each of us, that's home. And I think we all recognize it. There was a quote I referred to the other day, and I found it today, and I want to read it. It's from the Course, and this is what it says. It says, "Think not the way to heaven's gate is difficult at all. Nothing you undertake with certain purpose and high resolve and happy confidence, holding each other's hand and keeping step to heaven's song is difficult to do." And that phrase has always been kind of imprinted in my heart, not exactly the words, but the sentiment of it, the feeling of it. And for me, that's what you're describing. Love for us is it's like given to us to be the reset button, to no matter in the face of any appearance, if we want to be at home, if we reset ourselves to love and to the light in one another, it brings the natural direction of that flow of light and love. And we are active wherever we are in the whole sonship. We are that one missing piece. And when we take our place and become front and center present, that whole puzzle lights up wherever we are, visibly and invisibly. And we know it because we can feel the joy of it. Like Fillmore, ecstatic. What did you call him? Jumping up? But isn't that, I feel like, I play with my grandkids a lot now. I feel like that's our superpower. Our superpower, our reset power, no matter the face of a situation, is to reset to love wherever we are. Simple as that. Nothing confusing, nothing we have to study or work out. Just reset to love. What would love have me do? Where am I with love? How do I allow love to fill me? Where can I look and see love around me, even if it's just a flower? But when I see it in a brother, it activates everything in me. Whether it's someone that does this work with me and shares this purpose or not, makes no difference. I share this purpose, and it's the purpose I give to everyone I meet. And that is how love activates in me, because I recognize that we're all the black sheep finally turning around, realizing, oh no, we're not jumping off the cliff this time. This time we know the truth. And thank you, God, that we do have each other's hands to hold now. Because, like you, many of us started years ago, right? In the 70s, everyone thought I was a little weird too. I was like, what is she talking about? And we learned not to talk so much, just to be it, which was, I guess, very good training for now. But now, when we're given brothers to say it, to speak it, to sing it, to dance it, to play with, to enjoy it, it just, I don't know, it just makes everything free. And it becomes the home that I return to when I'm in the face of whatever would push my buttons. We're here, we've got buttons to push, so what? Push them and reset to love. That's the superpower that dispels the dark, dispels the confusion. It's really simple to love. It's not more than maybe being quiet when we want to say an unkind word. It's not more than giving someone a smile. It's so simple. And we're learning how to let it be our only response to everything. And that makes it feel like we are at home everywhere with everyone, because everyone is the light and love, and everyone recognizes a frequency of love when it hits them in the face, when it's in front of them. And from the time I was a kid, I felt I was undercover agents for God, bringing heaven to earth. That was our job, and it is our job, and that's what we're doing. And it's so joyous to see that we recognize that same mission all together. We're not single lonesome beings here and there, and we don't need to be in physical contact to recognize the joining and the support of one another. So thanks, Reverend June. We really love you, appreciate you, and welcome home. Welcome home. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. I love you guys. I love you all. Thank you.
Wow. So let's go and what I would call a deep metaphysical response to what she just said. Let everyone say, woohoo! Thank you, Vicki. Do we have someone here who can play music? And where is he?
I saw him bouncing in the back somewhere.
Oh, yes. Yes. And what I'm thinking, please come. I would love for you just to maybe pull together a little musical rendition of the conversation we just had. Is that possible?
Yes, but I noticed that you feel really tight, and so I feel like I need to rub your shoulders a little bit.
Ooh, anytime.
Oh man, driving from St. Louis?
Louisville.
Oh, Louisville, St. Louisville.
I was born in St. Louis. Thank you.
Wow.
So,
I'll take your seat if that's
please.
okay. I have to change the word St. Louis to Louisville.
Right.
Sometimes these songs come pre-packaged. So today.